little bit about your story.
How
did we get here to Summerfest?
Oh man, there's so many steps, but long story short, I'm from Portland, Oregon, and music and film has always been a passion of mine, and I grew up didn't grow up with a lot of money, and me and my mom actually moved around a lot. We were like staying in homeless shelters, me and my little brother and sister, and eventually my mom did everything she could to give me my first MacBook Pro. What was a MacBook? It was the white one, that thick white one.
I remember that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yes.
And there was a free software in there called Audacity that I downloaded.
Okay.
And that's what I was using to record my music. And I just every day, and this is actually all on YouTube. Every day when I was a kid, I would film myself freestyling, rapping to the camera, and just put the hours in every day. And from there, it just started building. And then there's so many layers to the story. But then when I was a teenager, I really started gaining a fan base.
So how long have you been in music?
Since I was, professionally?
Yeah, professionally.
I would say since I was 18.
Since you were 18 years old?
17.
17 years old, okay. So you've been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We know you have a new project.
Yeah.
Tell me about your new single that's going viral on social media, Run.
So basically, long story short, I had moved to LA when I was 17 because I wanted to make that big leap, and my mom was hesitant, but she let me go, and she said, just do it, I trust you. And she let me go to LA, and then I ended up releasing my first project, 82. And I had a song on there called It's Okay that kind of blew up, and had a cool moment with that, got to perform, meet fans and all that kind of stuff. And then I stopped to produce for a little bit because my heart really wanted to produce. I really wanted to be known for more than just the music. I wanted to establish early on that I'm gonna have my hand in everything. And so I took some time off to executive produce the Lyrical Lemonade album, which is Cole Bennett. His company is a music video company. He has a festival in Chicago called the Summer Smash, which is actually happening this weekend right now. And I ended up executive producing that, which we had Eminem on there, Lotto, Check West, so many names. I'm forgetting all the names. Ended up executive producing that, and then went on to doing Eminem's album, which we got Grammy nominated for. Doechii beat us.
Congratulations.
Shout out Doechii though. Shout out Doechii.
It's an honor to be nominated. Always.
Yeah. And then to answer your question, so all that context matters.
Yes.
To answer that question, I took that break because I really wanted to establish that. And then I had this calling to go back to music, and it's time for me to use my voice, because I also felt a transformation as a human. I was wow, I'm not the same person I was when I was 18. And I realized some of the stuff when I released when I was 18, there was always authenticity and positivity, but there were still some things I was healing from at the time, which that's a long life journey. But I realized that this time around, I wanted to use my music as a frequency to change the life I wanted to live for myself and hopefully be a voice for others. And that's how Run came. And it's just I want to be free. I want to be happy. I want to make it to the end, you know?
Nice. So not running away from anything, but running into freedom.
Yeah. Running into, and we were talking about you earlier, being with FOX News. I love to see us out here, you know what I mean, with a voice. And it's also about taking space. For me, it's I had this thing that just clicked in my brain, man, I've been in so many rooms in the industry, and there was times where I had to, dim my light, and something clicked with me one morning and was no, I'm ready to take space. I'm ready for my presence to be felt, and that's how Run came. It's shine. You don't have to dim your light. Use your voice. Be that person.
I love all of
take
that.
The room up.
You have to take up a space, and that's what you're doing here.
Yeah.
You're gonna take up a space tonight. You're gonna hit the stage in a little bit, not too long from now. But when you return to the stage here at Summerfest, it's your first time in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
First time at Summerfest, and your first performance in 2 years? You posted online?
Yeah, because I was producing, so I wasn't really focused on performing as much, but I definitely missed it. And it's one of those things too. You learn when you can. No pun intended, you can run away from something, but if it's truly meant for you, it will find you. And I was producing, and I was actually gonna go on to produce some other albums. I had bigger opportunities to produce, but something in my heart said, no, I have to put out this music, and Run came to me. And me and my team, me and my engineer Matt, we got in and we made it happen.
Well, congratulations on Run. What can people expect from you, and how do you want people to leave your performance feeling?
It's a heavy time in the world right now. I just want people to feel good. I think at the end of the day, it's like my favorite artists, all the way back to Marvin Gaye, all the way back to, Otis Redding, Minnie Riperton, the stuff I grew on, Bob Dylan. It just made you feel good. You weren't really overthinking what they were saying too much, even though it did have a deep message. You played it, and you were like, oh wow, I just want to get down. I just want people to get down.
And even with you having all these great influences, what I really liked when I was reading your biography, talking about how you wanted to change, I won't say the stereotype, but maybe the boxes you feel are placed upon you as a black male artist. Talk to me about taking up space and reshaping what folk music looks like.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, so I grew up listening to a lot of folk music. My grandfather played a lot of Bob Dylan. And a lot of other indie artists as well. And it was in me, and I felt inspired to pull from folky elements and things I grew up on, the Lumineers, Coldplay, Mumford & Son, things that were traditionally white, and take things that made me feel good, throw some 808s on it, put my own, and obviously I produced the record as well, put it together with my own sauce and get out there. And what actually happened with Run is I posted it on TikTok, and what had happened was someone had commented, a black can't make folk music. And I had responded to it by dancing, getting down, and that had went viral. And I just saw the amount of outpour of love and kids saying man, I see myself in this person, and this gives me the confidence to go out there and get down. So that's what I think it is. I want to be a voice. I want to take space, but I also want to change the stereotype of things that are traditionally this or traditionally that. I'm from Portland. I wear hiking boots. I wear workwear pants. This is what I grew up on, Carhartt, all that, and that's just what I'm on. And so
Portland is kind of like Milwaukee in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So I just want to be a voice for the kids and make the things that are true and authentic to me, but also let the kids out there know that you can get down how I get down, and it's not weird, it's not lame, it's cool, it's you.
And before I let you go, because you're a busy man, you got busy things to do, you got to get ready for this performance. This is your introduction to. Obviously, there are going to be thousands of people here who want to see you. But
hopefully,
this is your first introduction to our FOX6 News. You haven't been on our channel before. What do you want people to know about you and your story? What do you want to leave them with?
Honestly, I feel that I just want to be a symbol of love, a symbol of love, a symbol of frequency, a symbol of taking space. And it doesn't necessarily need to just be, oh, I'm black, I'm taking space. Obviously, that's what I represent. I'm mixed, but when I walk into those rooms, that's what I am. So, but I also just want to be a voice for anyone to take space. So I would say hopefully I can open the door or open a path for some kid that's introverted, because I grew up pretty shy, introverted. I was bullied a lot. I wasn't cool. Also, on top of that, there was times where we were homeless and we couldn't afford the Jordans. I had the Shaqs on once or twice. So for me, it's I just want to be. I hope a door that can open for a kid to go. I can do that too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I know you're already opening doors, so
Thank
somebody's
you.
just gonna walk right through.
Yeah.
And there it is.
But also, to just be authentic and be if you think something's cool, I do what I do because I think it's cool. Don't do what I do because I think it's cool. Do what you do because you think it's cool. So hopefully me doing what I think is cool can help you do what you think is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to do what I do. I want to see people have their niches, have their tastes, whatever. It maybe it's weird. People think it's weird. People think, oh no, black people don't do this, or these type of people don't do this. No, it's whatever you think is cool, you should do it.
Do you have a podcast as well? I feel like you should need a podcast. You're dropping so many gems on us.
No, I just I'm in a really good place in life right now, but it took a lot of pain to get here.
Yeah, well, that was deep. Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us. Is there anything else that you want to say while you got this platform?
So run. I should be promoting myself. So I'm not like.
This is your plug.
I know. I'm just so like I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm just vibing. But I do have a new song called Run. It's coming out soon. I mean, Run is out. The project is coming out soon. It's called Frolic Season. And really, another thing too is like, you know, I want to see more people like me out here frolicking.
I was just thinking, that you don't really associate that term with certain cultures.
Yeah, absolutely.
You may not even think that you have the time, the energy, the effort, or the finances, or the means to just frolic. Yeah.
But there's still that space to do that and to feel comfortable doing that. And I want to say one more thing. Like, I grew up I'm mixed, right? Like, I grew up in a lot of rooms where like.
What do you mix with?
Well, I'm half white.
Okay.
European, I guess. But I grew up in a lot of rooms where I sometimes I felt like I was getting more in trouble than my cousins or something. I felt like I was more shunned for certain things sometimes, right? Okay. And I say that to say, nah, I want to see the kids out here shining, like glowing, to feel like they could use their voice, like they can really speak up and be who they want to be and feel confident doing that. I think I'm really just on a path of like shine, like glow, like do you, like go out there, do what you want to do, and don't feel like you have to dim your light to make other people comfortable in the space.